Computer. There it goes, recording, yay. So this is Remember That One Time with your host, Chris.
And CJ.
And we are recording so much tonight because we're going on mini vacations coming up. So that's why, I don't know, we sound a little out of it today because we just have so much going on.
Yeah, I guess if you're watching the YouTube videos, you're going to be like, they look the same. They're wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
We just recorded Titty like literally 35 seconds ago.
Yep. So, we just stopped record and hit record again, and we're like trucking through. Let's do it.
Yes, because, well, you'll be back home by next Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I will, but she won't.
Where will I be? I will be at the Grand Canyon. Hopefully not in the Grand Canyon.
That would be tragic.
Edge of the Grand Canyon on Wednesday. And
nice.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like recording from the Grand Canyon. I mean, it's going to be a quick trip, like in and out. Like, I want to get the most out of it. So we are pre-recording.
Exactly, because the way that technology loves us anyways, trying to do a show from the Grand Canyon would be a disaster anyway.
Dude, if we had problems from the Walmart parking lot in a city that has more Wi-Fi than it knows what to do with, we sure as shit can't rig something up at the Grand Canyon. Like, that's a stretch. That's too much of a stretch.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way. Right? Well, we'll go ahead and get started. Today's episode is Boobs, Booty, and Botox. How far are you willing to go in the name of beauty? Now, I have always been like, I don't give a shit about what anybody thinks. So I'm like, this has never crossed my mind other than a breast reduction, maybe some liposuction in the middle, that kind of thing. But I've never been the type that's like, oh my God, I hate my nose. Oh my God, I hate my chin. Oh my God, I hate blah, 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 blah. I've just been, so this is going to be the majority of CJ, but I do have one major thing that I will jump on later on.
Sweet. So, I don't know if anybody knows, but I did get my boobs done.
Yeah, surprise.
Everybody knows because, like, I'm obsessed with them. I love them. I don't regret it at all. I was like, I don't know, probably a small C before.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's right.
Now, and so I got 400 cc's silicone implants. And Victoria's Secret says that I'm a triple D, and I think that Victoria just wants to inflate my ego. So I think it's more like a double D, but, you know, I feel really cool when I have to go buy a bra from Victoria's Secret, and I'm like, none of these are my size. Can you go to the back and get me a triple D?
Oh my goodness. See, this is where we differ because I have had these monster tits my entire life, and I fucking hate them. Like, literally since I was like 14. I never saw a B cup or a C cup or a D cup. I went from like child to double D. That's all I've ever known. And like, we only get the ugly bras. You don't get the really cute lacy shit. If you do get lacy shit, good luck. You're going to have to pick your tits up off the floor because there's no support whatsoever. If you want support, you're strapped in like fucking NASA. Like, having big tits sucks ass. But for people that weren't, didn't grow up with that, they don't have that same outlook. It's just like, ooh, big boobs, yay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even after my implants, mine still aren't as big as yours.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
They could take some away and I would be okay with it. But the thing is, like, I don't qualify to have it, like, insurance to take care of it because it's like, it's not hurting my back. It's not causing scoliosis, anything like that. it's just a minor inconvenience because they're fucking in the way. They're knocking shit over. I knocked over a thing of Tabasco and like ruined my mother-in-law's floor like the week I met them because of my tits.
Wow. I mean, I feel like by the time any of that stuff happened, like back problems and scoliosis, like it's too late. You can't do shit about it.
Yeah.
Like, damage is done. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like I had a really, really good surgeon, and so like mine still they're not like up here in my neck. Like they move. They flop around just like they I feel like they're more floppy now than they were
Probably.
before. Maybe just because I have more to flop. I don't know. But I mean, I've had them for over a year and I'll still just be sitting there and I'll just be like, bloop. Just like, what the hell is this?
No, there's nothing worse than like laying on your back and both of your tits go opposite directions, like under your armpits.
Yeah, that does happen now. Like in the tanning bed, I used to just be able to like I would do like 10 minutes just like with my arms at my sides, and then I do 10 minutes up like this to get like the underarm part. But now I find like no matter which way I lay, I always end up with this white line right here where the boobs just like kind of fall back.
Yep.
And so I'm like trying to like turn this way to get some sun and turn this way. And it's just it's kind of weird. But I mean, I feel like he did a good job because I've seen girls that have had, well, I guess they probably got bigger ones too, like massive implants. And they just stay up here all the time. Like they were up here to begin with. Like if you've seen pictures of me from last May or June-ish, like you'd be like, damn girl, you need to calm down. Because they were like right here. Like I remember we went to this wedding like I think 3 weeks after I got them done.
Mm-hmm.
And I had bought the outfit I was wearing before the boobs. And so I put it on and I was like, oh damn, my boobs look good. And so, we're dancing, photographers taking pictures, and then a couple of weeks later, the bride's posting her pictures. And I'm looking at these pictures and I was like, my God, they are everywhere. Like every picture that I'm in, they're just like, boobs.
Yes.
Massive.
Well, isn't that kind of what you were going for anyway? Don't lie.
After seeing those pictures, I was like, whoa. Like little grannies there were probably like embarrassed. They were like trying to not look at me. It was a lot. But I mean, they were swollen and they went down, like the surgeon was explaining it to me. He said something about like he creates a pocket in the muscle, but he puts the implant above it, and then they swell up and everything, and then when the swelling goes down, the implant falls into the pocket.
Oh.
And then it heals that way. Like the scar tissue, because I've always wondered, like, because I play with them all the time and I can feel the implants. I'm like, how do they? Because the implants it's rounded on the front and not on the back. And I've always wondered, like, how do you, if you mess with them enough, can you flip them? But
kind of like shoulder pads or something.
Yeah, like, or that weird little triangle pad that they put inside of a bikini that's just a complete fucking joke.
Right.
Like that, but no, like they're in there. Like they're in there.
Crazy.
I don't know what he did, but he did a great job. And it really wasn't painful. I mean, I woke up and I took like 1, maybe 2 pain pills. And then after that, I was like, I don't need these things. I was back to work the next day. It was
Damn.
great. I would definitely do it again.
Well, see, one thing I would do is I would go and have them lifted, because that is one thing that I am self-conscious about, is I hate how like droopy and floppy my natural titties are, because that's another thing that comes with having big tits, is they do not defy gravity. So like they literally will, I could have my bra off and they would be probably centimeters from my belly button. It's ridiculous. I hate it so much. And I'm always like, don't look at me, to my husband when I'm like, naked and shit. I'm like, don't look at me, because my fucking boobs are, in a different zip code than the rest of me, than they're where they should be. So I would like to have them like lifted and put on a shelf and stay in a good spot where I, wouldn't have to stick them in a NASA-inspired bra to get them to defy gravity.
Yeah.
Fuck big tits.
Even with these big boobs, I still seek out the bras that are like super thick with padding. Like before the boob job, when I would go to Victoria's Secret, I'd get the bombshell, which is like supposed to add like 2 cup sizes, and it's basically like it's like the bottom of the pad is like this thick. It's basically like a shelf, and you just pick up what you do have and put it on top of the shelf, and so you get like this nice rounded thing.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, and then everything on the bottom is straight up foam. Like if you just poke the bottom, it's just nothing but foam. And so, I mean, the first time I went bra shopping after the boob job, I'm like, well, I might as well not even ask them if they have the bombshell in a triple D, because why, if you're a triple D, why do you want to add 2 cup sizes? But I did, and I was like, well, I'll ask. So I was like, does the bombshell come in a triple D? And she kind of looked at me like, why?
Greedy bitch.
Yeah. Would you want to do that? And I was just like, look, get off me. Do you have a bra or not? And
Don't judge me.
They actually did have it, and I bought it, and I wear it all the time. It's amazing.
Well, for all you natural big tittied freaks like me, the best bra out there for you guys is the Ashley Stewart Butterfly, because it's got padding as well. Like, just like she was saying, it's not as thick, but there is padding. It's like, it comes down to where it gives you that rounded look. It plunges enough for it to still be kind of sexy. But what's great about it, one, the straps have like this memory foam gel, super, super comfy. Because when you have big tits and you got to hold up gravity, most of the time, the stupid like Playtex bras that you're stuck with have these straps that are made out of like, I don't know, corrugated cardboard, and they cut into your skin and it hurts like fuck. So the straps are super comfy, but what's great is the back. It has 2 back straps. So you've got this like thick 5 hook, like the regular one, but then there's another 4 hook that like swoops down underneath it. So it like smooths your sides and smooths your back at the same time. And it's like, you're in there. It's so good.
Strapped in like NASA, but prettier.
Yes, I absolutely love it. I have like 4 of them. They're the best, like $40 you're ever going to spend. And that's another thing. Yeah, you cannot go to Rue 21 and spend $5.99 on 3 cute-ass bras. Like, if you have a size A, you can just waltz up in any place and be like, ooh, this is cute. It's $10, whatever. No. You have to go and get a fitting. You have to go try on 15 bras. You're lucky if you catch the Lane Bryant buy one, get one half off sale and spend $75 on 2 bras.
Yeah, you're going to have to save up for a while to
afford
like a really good one.
Yeah, and you got to make that shit last for like 10 years.
Yeah, like the fucking one I'm wearing right now, I bought, you're going to laugh. I bought the, have you seen that ad on Facebook for Mrs. Kisses?
No,
I bought
I
it.
have not.
I bought it.
Oh my God.
It's a backless, strapless,
God,
bra.
And see, you can only get away with that because yours are fake and they have some help.
No. I researched this thing for a long ass time before I bought it because it was hella expensive.
Yeah, I bet.
Promo code, and I still paid $106 for this thing.
Better you than me.
I watched every single YouTube video there is, and there is this really good one. Like, this girl, she's in a purple dress, and I think she says her name. I can't remember what her name is, but like, she showed herself without the bra on, and you could tell like she was natural because she had the sag going on just like you. And then puts this thing on, and she was wearing one of those, it was like a bridesmaid's dress or something that was like real scoop neck type thing. She puts this thing on, and dude, them things are like out there. And so I was
Wow.
like, okay, let me just do a little more research. And so I watched all these videos and I was like, okay. And I needed to buy something for Megan's wedding because I just got my dress and it's not
Yeah.
backless or strapless, but it's got it's just like a one little strap, and it's a wedding, you don't want to be
Yeah.
with the strap showing like that's tacky. And I don't know. I've never had good luck with strapless, even before the boob job. Like, I feel like they're always like, they end up like this,
Mm-hmm. Squished.
sandwiched, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just,
Every
so I
time.
think I'm gonna go that route. So I was like, okay, I'll buy this thing. So it came in today. I'm wearing it right now. It's like this, it's got these pads and then a bar, and you like pull the pads out to where you need them to be, and you can like move the paddles however you need them to be, and then you squash your boobs together and you put the pads on either side and it just stays. And so like, I mean, it's
Well,
just,
damn.
yeah, but there's like a bar right here,
Huh.
right? The
You
bar.
say. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
it's weird, but I like it. And so I tried on like a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, okay, got the cleavage and everything. I like it. I like it.
Well, for this review, they
It's
need
not
to send you another one, and they need to send me one too, because nobody rides for free.
yes, $106 even with a promo code. So it's like, fuck, dude, it's expensive as shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, so other than boobs, this is I don't think I would ever do this, but it's just I don't really understand it. Brazilian butt lifts. What is
I
that
I don't
exactly?
know. I've heard the phrase, and I don't know what makes the butt lift Brazilian versus not Brazilian.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only thing I know that when you refer to Brazilian in that area is like waxing. Does
Yeah,
this mean that they like wax your butt cheeks and then they lift them? I don't know.
I don't know. I've heard, and I don't know if this is the actual like the Brazilian procedure, but I've heard like especially like the Kardashians, I think they get the liposuction from other areas of their body and they put that fat into their butt. So it's still natural, sort of.
Mm,
So I don't know if that's technically Brazilian. I mean, I feel like I was kind of blessed with a good butt, so I don't really need that. But
no.
it's,
I have a horrible butt, and I still wouldn't do that. Like, I look like a frog that stood up and put on pants. I have no ass whatsoever. I have Hank Hill's ass.
you have
It's
who?
Hank Hill. You
Oh,
Yeah. So I don't actually have an ass. What I have is like an extension of my upper legs. That's all it is. It's like the small of my back, then legs. So bad.
oh, speaking of like, I don't know, butt implants, Brazilian butt lifts, whatever. Um, I'm sure everybody heard about it. I think it was in America. It wasn't even another country. Some lady was like doing back alley butt implant
Mm,
type things, and she was legit injecting like concrete into people's
yeah.
asses.
Yeah.
God.
This is
It,
why you don't get plastic surgery from Wanda in the, what do you call it, the alley.
right, like, you really want to go to like a white van in an alley, like with a sign like two cheeks for the price of one. Like, no, that doesn't sound like a good deal.
No, sketchy at best.
But at the same time, like the people that were going to her, like, what did you expect? What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
Uh, How did you think that was going to turn out? So I don't think I would do that. That's
It's like ordering, like, do your own butt lift from Wish or something.
oh God,
Like,
yeah,
do what you can to save some money, but be careful.
yeah. There's that.
Anyways,
What about lip fillers? I feel like me of all people, like,
yeah, my lips are fine.
I mean, I don't want to be like Lisa Rinna, like,
I don't know who that is.
oh gosh, who's she married to?
That probably
Her
won't help.
husband's more famous than she is. Harry Hamlin.
Never heard of him.
Oh, well, anyways, she's on that Real Housewives bullshit.
Never seen it.
Well, me either, but I read the tabloids. I read the trash mags.
Gotcha.
But yeah, she does it like habitually, and she's done it so like, I mean, you can tell like somebody's like lips, like their actual lip skin and like the inside of their mouth. And you can definitely tell that like they've plumped her up.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
the inside of her lip is now on the outside. It's like,
Yeah, she kind of looks like Halle Berry.
yeah, I can see that. Except
Yeah,
Halle Berry has way better lips.
right.
Yeah, she takes it way too far. But like, I mean, I don't know. Like I have no upper lip, none, and I barely have a lower lip. So I'm like, if I could just get just
Okay. When I think of like bad plastic surgery and like actresses and shit, I think of this person that I'm about to send you in Trello. Let's see.
Oh, I don't think I'm not in.
Oh, you're not in Trello? That's
Well,
fine.
I'm in Trello, but it's on my phone. I don't think I can.
Oh, it's okay. I don't think I can send pictures anyways.
But I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Is she old?
Kind of, yeah.
Joan Rivers?
Nope.
Oh.
It's the lady that plays Stifler's mom. That probably doesn't help you either, but
Oh God, what's her name? She's in Click also. Oh gosh. Yes. Yes.
her.
Surprisingly, this chick's lips are way better than Lisa Rinna's.
Jesus.
If that tells you anything. Like, yeah, but damn it, what's her name?
I just clicked out, so I'm not sure because we got a message. Dang. So we're actually recording ours right now. Hang on just a second.
Who is that?
Okay, so a guy from another one of our podcast groups on Facebook, he just messaged at 7:27. I say just messaged. Apparently I missed this. He said, "Hey, do you feel like getting called in a few minutes on air to talk about how women watch porn? I would need to hear from you in like 2 minutes, LOL."
Oh, man,
yeah,
would be perfect for that.
I know that was at 7:27 p.m. Here it is 9:16, and I just responded, "We're actually recording our show right now." Whoops.
Okay, next time.
Just
But yeah, so I don't know. I'm back and forth on that. I'm still thinking about it. I do know a couple of people that have done it. And I mean, it looks good. It looks natural. They don't go over the top with it, but it's not permanent. It doesn't stay forever. You got to keep going and doing it over and over and over.
yeah.
That's a drag. I don't want to do that bullshit. Like,
No.
One and done. Like, at least the boobs, like, it's done. They're there. They ain't going anywhere.
And I feel like that's something like the more that you do it, the more chance you get for it to be botched.
Yeah.
And the more, I don't know. It just seems like on that, it's something that like less is more maybe. Or it's just like a little bit to give a touch of something. But if you're going all the time like, "Doc, pump me up," you're going to end up looking like a problem.
Yeah. Oh my God. Did you know that they sell some sort of device on Amazon or I think it was Amazon.
Don't do it.
A do-it-yourself lip injection thing.
Don't do it.
I'm not. Oh no! Hell no! I ain't doing it. I ain't
Just
doing
saying.
it.
I'm just saying. Uh-oh. You're froze.
Why the fuck would
Okay.
you do that? It's like it's a. Oh God, how do they even say it? It's some sort of pressurized thing. So there's no needle, but you load the stuff in there, and you like position it on your lip, and then you hit the plunger, and it's so much pressure that it forces the, whatever the filler is, it's some sort of chemical, whatever the filler is, it forces it into your lip with sheer pressure. No needle. And I'm like, how the fuck?
No.
Number one, how does that work?
No.
Number two, how could that not be painful? If the sheer pressure is forcing this liquid into your lip and it's going to stay there, like, what
No.
So I pull it up on YouTube and I'm watching this chick do it, and she's like, you could just tell, like, she's about to hit the plunger and she's like, oh wait. Like, she's trying to psych herself up for it, and then she hits the plunger and she's like, ah!
Dude, imagine though if like you go to do
rub your lips and shit. No.
Imagine if you go to do that and you do it the one time, but then all of a sudden you're like, well, I fucking hated that. I'm not doing that again. And you just have like one spot on your lip that's bigger than the rest, and it looks like you got fucking herpes.
Like, just a semi-permanent Elvis lip.
Yeah, no, you're gonna look like you got the herpes.
Yeah, you got like a permanent snarl. Like, no. So,
yeah,
if
not
I
a fan of that.
ever did do it, obviously I would have a professional do it. I would not fucking buy some device.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to
pressurize something in my lip. No. Laser hair removal.
That sounds like a good time.
Bomb as fuck. Although I have heard that it hurts like hell, and it's very expensive, and you have to go back a bunch of times.
Yeah. Well, within the same vein as that, one thing I thought about doing was having the tattoo on my foot removed, so laser tattoo removal, but I think I'm just going to have something put over it instead.
Yeah.
But also permanent makeup, like permanent eyeliner, permanent brows, stuff like that. That would be interesting. I don't know. I mean, I'm lazy enough to where I'm like, if I never have to put eyeliner on again, I'm okay with that. Yeah. But then again, I also don't give a shit if I look like I'm wearing eyeliner all the time or not.
Right. That's true.
So.
Well, my sister got the eyebrows.
Did she?
What's it called? Microblading, I think.
Oh, I didn't think that was permanent, like,
I mean, it's not
ink.
Like,
I thought that was just
permanent forever, but it's like, I mean, it'll stay for like a couple of years.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, she'll have to get it touched up, but like, because she used to spend like
I know.
on her brows, and now they're just there. Like, because like, whenever I get pissed at her, I'd lick my thumb and be like, like,
yeah,
I'm gonna swipe your brow and it's gonna be all fucked up.
She had a phase.
Yeah. But now, like, she just gets up and goes.
Nice.
And it's there. She doesn't have to do anything to them. And they look really good. And it was expensive. I think she said it was like $600.
Probably.
And the healing phase is kind of awkward because it's like a tattoo. So it scabs up. And
right.
You can't put anything on it during that time. So it's like, and it starts out really dark, and then when the scabs fall off, it's like,
better,
like brown or whatever color
okay.
You tell them to do.
Well, that brings me to my soapbox then, since we're on the topic of eyebrows, and this will also kind of segue into our next topic of Botox as well. Oh. But I was drawing in my eyebrows the other day, darkening them up since my hair is a bit darker than it had been. I was like, okay, well, I need to do something with my brows because as you can see, they're like light blonde most of the time. Mm-hmm. And you can tell I didn't really do much of anything today at all except for some lipstick. But I was going through and doing this, and I don't know if you can tell on YouTube here, but I'm going to try to like relax my face as much as possible to show you that my fucking eyebrows are two different levels. So it's like this. So like one is permanently here and one is permanently down here. It's not just like, oh, I'm lifting my eyebrow. They stay like that. they are not the same. Irritates the hell out of me. So there might be a dead spot in the music. There might be a dead spot in the podcast here. Maybe I'll fill it with a noise or something. But yeah. So I don't know if you can tell, but this one is lower than this one.
I can tell, but I've known you for like 25 years and I've literally never noticed this until just this second because you pointed it out.
It drives me fucking insane. I don't know, it just drives me crazy. So if I ever got like facelift type of thing, I'm getting Botox so that I'll put it like here to like raise the rest of this, like just this part. That's all I need, just this part. Because like it's so fucking uneven and I hate it so much. Unless I like
with you. I've literally never noticed this. I feel like you're the only person in the world that would notice that.
I mean, probably because nobody's ever looking at me that close. But yeah, they are totally nowhere near each other. They're in different zip codes. Oh. Like, I took a picture and I used color-coded lines where it was like the green line started here and goes across, and they are parallel. They do not intersect the blue line or the green or whatever. I don't fucking know, but it's a problem. Like, yeah. So if I ever got Botox, it's to fix my stupid fucking eyebrows that look like two caterpillars trying to mate, but never quite got there. Now you know.
I cannot say I have ever noticed that, ever.
Yeah. So that's my face.
That's my face. But, yeah, I don't know. If I ever got rich, I guess I would probably do laser hair removal, but until then, I guess I'll just shave like all the other schmucks.
Same.
And then I think I plan on getting a facelift when I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
Be like 55 or so.
But you don't want to use one of those things that you see on commercials that you put like between your chin and your chest and you like do this and it's supposed to help like strengthen your neck. You have one of those, don't you? I can see the shit-eating grin on your face. You are fucking ridiculous. Of course you do.
It's not exactly like that. It's the... Guess where I got it?
I have no idea. Instagram or Facebook?
No.
What?
Wish.
Of course you got it on Wish. Jesus.
Okay, but it's not the thing. It's just it's a strap that like, so you put it under here and you wrap it around and you Velcro it to the top of your head and it's super tight. And so like it's like almost like strapped your mouth shut, so it's kind of hard to like open your mouth and talk with it in or eat. And like in the video of it, actually no, I did see it advertised on Facebook, but it was an advertisement for Wish. And so in the video on Facebook, the girl's wearing it and she's like, and she's trying to eat a Cheez-It and she's like,
dude, no.
I feel like it's working a little bit. I mean,
okay. Now, if I'm going to have something choke me, it's also going to need to, like, pull my hair and
it pulls your
slap
hair.
my ass, too.
It does not slap your ass, but it does pull your hair because your hair gets stuck in the Velcro, without a doubt.
I'm not putting Velcro in my hair. I don't care. I will live with all of my chins.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if my face wasn't literally
it's round.
Circle. It is a perfect circle.
It's always your skull structure. You have a round head. There's nothing you can do about it.
I don't like it.
It does not matter if you like it or not. You cannot change that, and you never can. Like, unless you, like, go and have, like, your jaw chiseled. Yeah.
Thing? Can I have my jaw shaved?
Yeah, it's a thing. You can pay for it, but you're going to be, like, in surgery for a long time.
I want a V-shaped jaw. you know, like, yes, like that. Why can't my face look like that?
It's just bone structure, my dear.
Uh, bone structure. Well, when I hit it big, I'm gonna buy the
It
exact.
makes my cheeks look huge.
When I hit it big, I'm gonna buy the exact fucking face that I want.
Oh my God. And by that time, you're going to be like 96 and nobody's going to give a shit about your face but you. You're like, well, fuck it. As long as you have the face that you want when you're buried, that's all that matters.
I mean, that is gonna be the biggest party I've ever thrown. I've literally been paying for it my entire life. Well, my entire adult life.
Dude, the worms are going to be so fucking impressed with your cheekbones.
Right? These are going to be the best cheekbones they've ever swam through.
Right? Oh my God.
Well, you know what? Actually, because I'm donating my body to science, so.
There you go.
Well, only temporarily, but they cremate me before I go back home, so I'll never be eaten by worms.
You won't be worm food?
No. I could be worm food if I went to the body farm in Knoxville.
That would
But
be cool.
go to the body farm, you never come back. So you can't have, I mean, you can have a headstone somewhere, but no part of you will be there.
Right.
And they probably thought I was weird as fuck, but I called him to like make arrangements ahead of time. And I was like, so here's the thing. I would like to spend eternity at the body farm, but I would also like to be buried with my family in the plot that I've owned for like
Yeah.
And so is there a way that you could like chop off one of my fingers and send it back to the fam so they can bury the finger, and then y'all can do whatever you want with the rest of the body? And they were like, no ma'am, once you come here, you are all here, all in. You don't get to like.
Yep, you belong to science.
They do everything. Like some of those bodies are exposed to like extreme heat, extreme cold. They're buried. They're partially buried. They're left to the, the birds and the
elements,
rodents and the elements and all that. Some are put in some sort of chemicals. Like they do everything. And so they're like, it just depends on what field of research we're doing at the time. You don't get to say, oh, I don't want to be in the heat. I only want to be in the cold, or I don't want to be in the water. Like you get what you get.
What if they're like studying forensic cases of necrophilia, and so you get to get like fucked in the afterlife too? Like, yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna give two fucks because I'm dead, but
I know. Well, somebody else will be given two fucks. Hey, okay.
I mean,
necrophilia jokes for the win.
I feel bad for them because it's nasty, and then they're gonna get that rash that we talked about last time.
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like that's kind of nasty, but yeah, I did call them and try to arrange for that, but
shot down.
No go. So I'm ended up going to, I think the place I'm donating to is in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Nice.
Which, ironic because that is actually tattooed on my body. So it's kind of ironic that I'm going to spend the afterlife there. Well, I guess part of the afterlife, because they send you back after 3 months. They like do whatever they do. They chop up stuff and dissect shit and do whatever they do. And then whatever's left of you, they'll cremate it and send it UPS back to the fam in like 3 months. So, hopefully by then the life insurance money will have come in and somebody's going to be planning this fucking party.
Right.
So,
see, we have different goals because my goal, I require a large like Gothic mausoleum with like weeping angels and as much like Catholic imagery as you can put, even though I've never been Catholic a day in my life. It's just pretty.
Yeah.
And so, and I totally, right here, you heard it first, I give all goths permission to pose sexy on my grave for their aesthetic pictures for Instagram.
Oh my god.
Have my picture. And for those freaks, you have permission to have phone sex on my grave too, because I've been there.
You should have okay, if you go first, I'll make sure that there's a little plaque that
Oh,
goes
for sure.
to the mausoleum that lets people know that this is free range. You come
This is
on.
a safe haven for goths.
Yeah, come here and be weird and take your pictures and do whatever you do. Light black candles and chant, do whatever.
Exactly. Dance to Stevie Nicks under the full moon. That's fine.
Yeah.
I even told my husband, I was like, look, even if we don't have the money by that time for you to buy me like a whole ass mausoleum, feel free to go find like the most ancient, decrepit graveyard that is around any. I don't even care if we have to go to like Lafayette, Louisiana or some shit for some old ass mausoleum and just stick me in somebody else's family. Like, I don't care.
Do you not have a burial plot?
For me, no. I don't. My parents don't even have one. Like, we're not really good at future planning. We don't think of the future.
Well, is your family like all buried in one place?
Woodlawn in Nashville is where a lot of my mom's people are. My dad's people are in some hill in Kentucky, I think. So
I guess you don't really care about being in either of those places.
Not really. And then Ethan's family, like, they're in a couple of different places all in Dixon County, but so I figured I would end up with his family anyway. But that's why I'm like, I don't really. Ethan doesn't even want to be buried. What he wants is to be put on like a boat.
Oh.
No, he wants to be put on a boat and like sent out into the water on a pyre and like set on. He wants a Viking funeral. So if he is going to get his Viking funeral and he's going to go get set ablaze on a boat, I'm not going to have like a grave to be buried next to him on or whatever. So fuck it. I'm going to become, Mrs. LaFond or whatever down in Louisiana. And I'm just going to be like a long lost cousin that this family's never heard of before. And I'm going to get my spot in my Gothic mausoleum. Fuck everything else.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa gifted me 2 plots in the family cemetery when I was
How thoughtful.
10, I think.
How thoughtful.
I didn't get the one that I wanted.
Oh my god, that's such a first world problem, white girl bullshit.
I didn't get the one I wanted, which is bullshit. But because I wanted to be next to my grandma, but I'm next to her, but there's a driveway in between us. And
how dare.
The cat she does what she wants, dude.
Yes.
But yeah, so he gave me these 2 plots. He's like, it's for you and your future spouse. But Chris has plots in his family cemetery.
Oh, so shit.
That was part of the reason that I asked the body farm if they could like break off a couple of appendages, because I'm like, I need one finger buried in Tennessee with his family and another finger buried in Indiana with my family.
Damn.
Yeah, and they said that's a no-go. So I don't know. I guess if I get cremated, I'll just sprinkle a little here and a little there, and I'll just have 2 headstones because I'm extra like that.
There you go. I mean, if I can infiltrate another family's mausoleum, there's no reason why you can't have 2 headstones in 2 different places.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway, this turned into death chat.
Yeah, it has. Anyways, I guess we should get back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
Liposuction. Obviously, I would do it. I would do it everywhere.
Yes. Right here is my my back tits, like all the problem areas. I'd be down for that.
Basically, mine is my stomach. It's just like,
oh, of course.
And like all those years of wearing fucking low-rise pants, I have like a line, like a permanent indentation in my belly from where my pants have lasted all of these years. And they were so fucking tight. Like they literally indented my skin.
Yeah, because you did not let go of that number for years.
No.
Like, fuck it. I'm wearing these pants that I have worn since 7th grade. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was a hard transition going from single digit pant sizes to double. I hung on to that 9 forever.
Remember the 579 in the mall? Fuck that place, because my size was all 3 of those numbers added together.
Oh,
I was pissed.
Oh, jeez. I would definitely do that. I actually did I went to Sono Bello for a consultation for their, whatever it is. It's called something. It's not liposuction. It's because you're awake. It's like they just do local and melt it down. Like it's some sort of, they heat it up somehow and turn the fat into a liquid and then suck it out through a syringe.
Like a candle.
Yeah, which is kind of weird, but whatever. I mean, whatever works. But yeah, it was really expensive. So I was like, maybe I'll catch you next year. So, but I mean, said you could do like 3 areas for like $7,000. And I was like,
yeah, about that.
And then after that, I went to, well, I didn't actually go, but I called down to where I got my boobs done and I asked them how much theirs was. And they actually do like the traditional liposuction where you get put to sleep and everything. And theirs was probably $300 cheaper, but they're all 300 miles away. So there's that.
You've been known to travel further for less.
That's true. That's very true. So I don't know. We'll see. That's a definite possibility. I would, because the whole reason I never even entertained the thought all these years was because I thought that if you got liposuction, you got your fat sucked out, like you would just gain the weight back or gain the fat back, and it would be like you spent thousands of dollars for nothing.
Yeah.
But I realized that your body only has so many fat cells. They just get bigger and smaller. So if you get they're not going to take all of the fat, but if you get, like 70% of the fat removed from your belly and you just let your diet fucking go and you just eat, it's not that you're not going to get a little bit bigger in your belly, but you're not going to get as big as you would. Now, everything else that you didn't get liposuction is going to grow just like it would before you had liposuction, but that area will grow at a smaller rate.
Makes sense.
Body. And I did not know that. So I was like, okay, that kind of changes things.
Well, there you go.
I'm, I don't know, entertaining that possibly. Eye lift, I would definitely do that because I have fucking hooded eyes. And that makes it really hard to do any sort of eyeliner, eyeshadow, like all of that shit. Like all these years, I've been watching these stupid ass YouTube videos, these little makeup bitches, and they just make it look so easy. And I'm like, why can't I fucking do this? And I'm like, oh, it's because I have hooded fucking eyelids.
Well, I would do it just because back in the day, I used to teach snot goblins at like a talent academy, and with kids comes disease. And I ended up with follicular conjunctivitis so bad that I had to go to therapy to learn how to reopen my eyelid. And still sometimes after like 10 or 11, this eyelid will like slowly shut itself off. So I don't know, you'll notice occasionally that like this eyelid gets droopy. So I would like to like undroop my eyelid. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why my stupid fucking eyebrow is so far down here. It's like stroke face. This whole side is all God. Anyways.
I remember when you had that, dude. That was the longest case of pink eye ever.
It was awful.
It lasted forever, dude. I didn't think you were ever going to not have it.
Yeah, you would think that somebody put their anus directly on my eye socket. It was so bad.
I mean, it probably kind of did if you were working with crush goblins.
Yeah, probably had shitty fingers. Blech.
I would definitely get the nose job one day, just so I can get rid of this damn Syrian beak nose.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Right? I'm not 1,000% happy with mine because it's like a ball on the end of mine. It's like it's a perfect ball. So I would like it to not be a ball. And like, okay, so story time. When I was, I don't know, 5 or 6 in the house in Smyrna, my favorite pastime was sitting at the screen door, which wasn't screen, it was a storm door, so it was glass.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just sit against the door with my nose against it like this. So I don't know if you can see, but there's a straight line right here that is permanent in my nose. And that's from sitting against the storm door, just staring outside with my nose against the door. So there's a permanent crease right across the top of my nose there.
That's so random.
It is. Ethan likes to play with it. He's weird.
Yeah, I would just like, if they could just turn the end of it up just a tiny, tiny bit so it's not pointing down like a beak.
Yeah.
Just a tiny, tiny bit. Like, I shouldn't even have to pay full price for that. Like, that's half a nose job. That's not even a whole nose job. Half a fucking nose job. Well, speaking of things that are not surgery, I had a fucking fail again with my self-tanner.
Good job. Looking like our president.
Yeah,
A little orange.
Rubbed it and scrubbed it and scrubbed it all day long today. Nothing. And it's like, it always happens like right here. Like, I look like I've been like laying like this in the dirt. Like, ugh, I hate it. One day I will learn how to properly use self-tanner. That day is not today.
Also, one day you will learn to use self-tanner that isn't 17 years old.
Oh no, this is the fancy shit that Allison got from her BoxyCharm.
Oh shit.
It's not even like, it's not a lotion and it's not a foam. It's like it's in a glass jar with a dropper, like a medicine dropper.
Ooh.
And you
serum.
A serum. And you add it to your moisturizer. And it's mostly for your face, but it says face and body. So
you're taking a bath in that shit.
No, I didn't do my whole body. I just did so you add 10 drops of it to your moisturizer. And so I'm, doing like this. And so I did my face and then I just kind of did down my neck and down my arms. But the bulk of it was on my hands, because,
of course, you're applying it.
And so I found that I showed on the podcast a couple of episodes ago where I had the perfect line right here where I had washed, scrubbed my hands with soap, but I had put it on my arms. So I was like, I'm just going to rinse off with water and not scrub with soap in hopes of not having that line. Well, I don't have the line, but I do have this. I guess because where I started to rub it, it trickled down my hands and I didn't rinse right there. I don't know.
Brilliant.
Yeah. It's a fucking lost cause. So.
Well, it's all good because my new hair dye here, my Midnight Ruby by Splat. Okay, you should see my bathtub because it is 1997 Barbie pink, for one. And two, my neck is pink and will forever be pink.
Oh.
Yeah, because of this. It gets everywhere. Also, I think it's Garnier makes a conditioner that deposits color that you use once every 3 weeks or something that you just leave in for 5 or 10 minutes. But that shit, when you go to put it in your hair, if you do not stick your hands in the water immediately, your hands are pink for the rest of the day. Yeah. So there's a lot of pink happening in my apartment to get my hair this color.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty.
Thanks. Yeah, it really freaked me out at first because in the beginning it looked like it was hot pink. like super hot pink. And I was like, well, this is the day I'm fired.
That would have been a problem.
But yeah, at this point, it's just kind of Little Mermaid red.
I like it. So before we sign off, and I have to mention this dream that I had last night in light of the fact that we talked about dreams a couple of episodes ago. So I had this dream that me and Ben and Ben's girlfriend were in line at Dairy Queen, and this Russian guy comes up behind me and he cuts me in line. And I was having none of it because I wanted my fucking ice cream.
All
And
right.
so Ben was so mad that this
Well,
guy,
yeah, because Ben stands up for his lady's honor.
yeah, he was so mad that this guy cut me in line and was going to get ice cream before me that he was like, he asked him to like follow him outside, like, let's take this outside. He
Catch
goes
me outside.
he fucking shoots the guy.
Who, Ben?
Parking lot. He shot him in the parking lot, and then we went back inside and we had ice cream.
Like it was nothing.
Like it was nothing.
I love it.
He didn't just pull out like a pistol and shoot this guy. He pulled out like I don't even know where it fucking came from. He was wearing like a trench coat and he just like reached in and pulled out this whole ass gun case and like assembled this gun like 18 different pieces, just like.
And the guy's just gonna stand there
the whole time talking shit to this guy. Like, I'll never fucking forgive you, you stupid piece of shit. You don't cut my friends in line for Dairy Queen. We came here to get ice cream. By God, that's what we're gonna fucking do. And he's putting this gun together and just fucking blows him away.
And what's sad is in this day and age in America, that is not far from something that you could totally see as a headline on Twitter.
It's possible. Like,
yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
Oh, for sure. I mean, remember people getting their ass beat at Popeyes because the chicken was, I said the chicken was missing, but they were out of their spicy chicken sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, but I just like woke up going, what the fuck? It was like 4 a.m, but I text Ben because he works nights, so I knew he'd be up. So I texted him and told him, I was like, sounds like you, right? And he's like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, legit.
So.
That's for sure a Ben thing. Well, that pretty much wraps up our beauty talk / death planning talk.
Something like that.
Got a little crazy. Don't forget to go to audibletrial.com / remember that one time for your 30-day Audible trial. I'm about to jump into I'm with the Band from Miss Pamela DeBar. She is a groupie from the 60s and 70s. So that's going to be a fun listen because remember, listening is the new reading. So check out audibletrial.com / remember that one time, or you can hit up ourtotshow.com and just click on the link. It is going to be like up here in the corner of the website. So it's easy peasy. Perfectly polished paragraphs as well. They are still doing PP20 for 10% off.
Yep.
So get your stuff proofread.
I said probably always will be.
Probably.
For our listeners.
Yes.
Especially for y'all. Because you're special.
For sure. We are working on some new sponsorships. So that's going to be fun. Keep your ears peeled for that. Go get your cups at the Vinyl Sloth. That is definitely one to check out as well. You can find them on Facebook. They make amazeballs cups. Mine's in the kitchen. It's getting washed, or else I would show it to you. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. We don't have any like live events coming up because our lives are getting a little crazy around this time of the year. There's travel happening, there's vacations and stuff, and
well, we do have the Chili Ray Cyrus cook-off, but
that's right.
That is on. Oh God,
September.
Get the date. It's Saturday, September 26th. Yes.
Yes.
There is a Facebook event for that. Check it out. Hit up one of us. Hit up our um, podcast Facebook page. Email us. Whatever. You know how to get in touch with us. Let us know. We'll give you the deets.
For sure.
Basically, yeah, it is a chili cook-off. That is the food of choice of the Ribbed for Her Pleasure champ. And that's what we're doing. And we are issuing extra points for anybody that shows up in a mullet.
Yes.
Do it.
It's going to be amazeballs.
It
So
is.
that's what you have to look forward to.
Yeah, and I don't think we have planned next episode's topic because we're both literally like scrambling, trying to like go out of town. I'm gonna be gone for like 9 days. So and I leave in like less than 24 hours and I haven't even packed yet.
Same.
So it's a problem. I have a lot of shit going on. So we always do.
We may actually end up just talking about our trips since we're like just getting back.
Yeah.
That may end up being what we do, is just discuss like, okay, cool, I went to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg with my mom and grandma, and this is what happened, this is what we did. And then you're going to have 18 million stories from your cross-country adventures. So don't forget, it's something you should probably do is like take little snippets of video for like TikTok or Instagram or whatever. You could totally do like Facebook Live things on your own.
Yep.
Like,
and I'm taking a shit ton of business cards because it's gonna be an experiment. I'm gonna leave them, so I'm gonna be going through. I think I'll be going through like 11 or 12 states total, and of those 11 or 12, I think 5 of them we don't have listeners in at all. And so
damn.
a bunch of business cards there and see if we pick up any listeners. I'm going to leave them in different places and see like what works, like gas stations versus restaurants versus hotels.
Right.
Whatever. We're going to figure it out.
Well, announcement, we just crested over 1,900 plays. So we're getting close to 2,000.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but there was a huge surge. We flew through, like, from 1,800 to 1,900 was, like, less than 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, dude, I love it.
Dude,
Bring on the listeners. We will keep y'all entertained. As long as you're here, we will keep you entertained, for sure.
You should totally, like, go to Utah and Oregon and just figure out who the fuck these like 2 people are that's been listening this whole time.
Dude, I tried to see if we were going to be going through Boardman, Oregon.
Yeah.
We're not, unfortunately.
Sad face.
Wait a second. We changed our route.
Shit.
Changed our route. We might actually, because if we are, dude, it's.
Yes. So if she goes through Boardman, whoever this is that listens,
reach out to me. I would love to meet you.
Yes. Meeting listeners like would drive us just completely batty with excitement.
Yeah. Okay.
Like CJ would take you out to dinner.
Oh my God, I think we might literally go right through there, because originally the plan was when we leave Seattle, we were going to go straight south to Sacramento. Yeah. But then we were like, no, we're not going to do that route. We want to go, because Chris really wants to go to Salt Lake City because that's where Black Rifle Coffee is.
Of course.
So yeah, he wants to literally go get a bag of coffee from headquarters. He wants to order coffee, like an actual coffee from headquarters, and say that he's done it and all that. So now instead of going straight south to Sacramento, we're going southeast to Salt Lake City. And if you look at the map, literally Boardman is straight, like 45-degree angle. There
it is.
Fucking southeast.
There it is. Where our Boardman listener, whoever you are, please reach out to us and we can schedule something with CJ. We would love to do like a Facebook Live, like, holy shit.
Oh my God.
The famous.
I'll meet you on the side of the interstate.
Yes.
Because it's an interstate town. Like, it's literally right off of 84.
That's amazing.
Right? It looks like it's right on the state line. Yeah, it is. It's right on the state line.
I love it.
Interstate 84. So, yeah. Boardman peeps.
Like, yeah, whoever you be.
Oh my God, whoever it is, I hope they live on Oregon Trail Boulevard. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Well, they can't, because if they did, they would have died of dysentery.
Oh, that's true. Or cholera.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, remember to always say yes to adventures, because they could take you through Boardman. I have lost the state. Oregon. I wanted to say Idaho. They'll take you through Boardman, Oregon to see some of your devoted listeners, and also will become stories. And in the end, that's all we are. So, cheers.
Cheers. I'm empty.
Same.
Oh, am I? There's a couple drops.
Leave it for the cat.
Yeah.
There you go. I like it. Okay. I'm going to stop recording.